Well, we've played a bunch of games, but I feel like a lot of people don't quite understand loadouts. So this is kind of going to be a tutorial for what guns I think are the best for accuracy, shooting, whatever gameplay. Um, so this is going to be like a short little intro, and then we're going to do like some matches afterwards, right? So first we got to open this box, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, 80 credits, delicious. So lovely, so lovely, so lovely. Okay, more 80 credits. All right. So loadout. So some of my favorite guns. So as you can see here, ASM-10, love that gun. GKS, um, and another one of my favorite guns would be the AK-117. AK-47 is a decent gun. BK-57 and the where is it? LK-24. ICR is also decent, and I think those are the only guns that I really use. That's not really going into snipers. I'm just talking about assault rifles because most people that use snipers know what they like in a sniper. So I'm gonna explain the best things you want in a sniper. Obviously, you wish you could have max damage, max accuracy, and max fire rate. Unfortunately, if you did have all that would obviously be the best gun, and it would be impossible to beat. So there are sacrifices in each gun, downfalls and stuff, which I'm going to explain in this video. So ASM-10 is basically like an AK-47 on steroids, right? So from the beginning, you have 62 damage, 53, and 55, which is very well rounded, right? Now, damage, there's only one thing you can really do, which is the FMJ AR bullets that add 10 to that, which would make it 72 instead of 62. For accuracy, you have a lot of things on most ARs. You have foregrip, laser sight, and other things. Now, some guns like the GKS only have a 25 bullet mag. So you have to figure out if you're going to make it really accurate and you don't need those extra bullets to get the kill, then sure, go ahead. But some people that are learning the gun might need a little bit of extra ammunition. So in that case, instead of the foregrip, right? Actually, instead of the laser sight, I would put the extended mag. Now you're still going to get a plus 10 for the accuracy on this one. So instead of 53, it'll be 63. And you're still going to get this, which is going to improve it from whatever it was to 59, depending on what scope it is, right? So this is the higher scope for this, because it would be equivalent to like a 1.5 or 2 times. Now, that is for those guns. This, however, has a pretty decent mag. I think it is 35 or 40, if I'm not mistaken. The GKS, now, I have this Unicorn one, which was special. I got it in the draw, blah, blah, blah. But any GKS is the same thing. So I usually run, like, the bullets to get at least that little bit of damage out. So I have my damage pumped up to 80 at this point. My accuracy is up to 70, plus this one, which is another 10 on top of that, so it's up to 80 as well. And now this one, because it is a, excuse me, because it is not an AR, it's SMG. Yeah, I can't have that scope on it. That would be like a little bit ridiculous. What I do is I use the red dot because the red dot is the equivalent. So what I find is that the holographic sight, even though it has a dot and a circle around the dot, I still find that it's a zone of error, and when I'm shooting, I don't want the zone of error. So, based off of the way I play, and the way I feel a lot of other people play, I feel like the red dot is the best option for this gun. Moving down, if you want an M4, M4 is also pretty rounded. The damage is very low, but the accuracy and fire rate are higher. So that's a more rounded gun on the other side of the spectrum of more accurate, faster fire rate. So you kind of supplement that damage for how fast it shoots. Going down to basically my favorite gun at the moment would be the LK-24. Now this one actually, oh there we go. This is the one that I have upgraded. I rated Amethyst, whatever. So, like the M4, you have higher accuracy and higher fire rate, and you can instantly boost up the damage to 57, and have the accuracy go to 78, and then 88, and the fire rate will still be the same. You can't really affect that with the scope, which makes this one very good for not having a lot of recoil if you practice with it for a little bit, and after about 2-3 rounds, if you're a decent player already, you'll get really warmed up with this gun, and I find that it's like one of the best in the game. I've been using the ASM-10 just because I'm trying to diversify like what guns I use, just so that if there's ever a mode that's like only one gun restrictive, I don't get kind of thrown in the middle of the water. The only gun I really don't use like at all um, would be the M4, the M16, because it's a 3 bullet, like it's a 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. The PDW-57, I don't really use that. I feel like it's a bit sporadic. Chicom, don't really use those. Like any of these small ones, like MSMC, this is one of my most hated guns in the game. I really despise this gun. Um, Other than that, every other gun I'm kind of used to. The S36 as well is a very decent gun. It is very sporadic when it comes to accuracy, but if you're able to hit those shots with the damage, you're good to go. So what I did is I also put like an extra on this one, and then I put a bunch of, try to boost as much accuracy as I could out of it. Now, and then I had the scope on it. It was pretty good, but when I found the LK24, I just decided that it was not going to be worth my time. I'd rather hit the shots and kill the person than hope that I hit them and potentially kill them. That's a sniper. But yeah, those are the guns that I find are the best for ARs. As a secondary weapon, there's really no real options for this. It's basically you either get an MW11, a J35-8, or a knife. Yeah, it's basically whatever you want to do on those. I usually, for this, I would use the extended mag, because pistols already load relatively fast enough, and you're already going to have the laser sight and the FMJ pistol, the bullets, and the suppressor is going to shorten the range, so you don't really want that unless you're playing really stealthy, like John Wick type style. Plug to my other video. Extended mag is basically the best way to go. It gives you more time and more hope that you can actually get those shots off, especially like if you're trying to like hope for one long range. But that's whatever you want, right? Other than that, perks are basically up to preference and the way your playstyle is. So regardless of the gun, your playstyle based off of your perks is going to be fully personalized. I might talk a little bit about like my things in another video, but for right now, like, we're not going to worry about the perks. We're just going to hop right into a game. Battle Royale, we're going to hop into one. We have a couple people online. Let's see if any of these people can actually go on, and hopefully they can. They are already grouped. Are they going to add me, though? Am I going to be left alone? I'm going to... Sheds a tear. One lonely tear. No, that's fine. They're usually playing with themselves. No, they're not playing with themselves. That they play with each other. That's not helping. Yeah. We're just gonna ignore that. And as well, in this video, I'm basically gonna be going over a strategy that I usually use in Battle Royale to at least get you into the top 20 spot. It's not super hard to win. So, I normally would go with mechanic, but it's already taken. I have a bad habit of never getting first into the match, and number one, whoever that may be, usually takes my favorite thing, so thanks a lot. Oh yeah, cool, you had to flex that it's on, okay, whatever. Regardless of that, we're gonna hop into the game. So, you never really can tell, like, where the plane's gonna start off with, but usually it's, because it's starting in the top corner, it's gonna go, like, down, like, somewhat this way. But sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it will cross this way. So, On the map, there's a feature like the high tier that you can show, and these are the tiers that have certain things that are higher, like a foregrip that would be golden, or an Arctic 50, and certain things that are higher tier things. Airdrop, upgrade terminal, monsters, those are really not super useful. There's only one part that has monsters and everything like that. Everything has, like, some people like going for monsters because they can get, like, not kills, but, like, they can get extra things from them. I'm not one of those persons. I just want to get the best loot and then go hunting. Um, so, for example, I was correct. We did start at the top and we're going down. Because we're close enough to Nuketown, I'm actually going to go to Nuketown. It is a bit of a stretch from where the plane is going. However, it's far enough out that most people won't actually be going there. So that's what I'm going to planning on doing. Go to Nuketown, loot a little bit, meet up back up with my team. Usually my team is actually talking because I'm with people that I know, but these are completely random, so I don't really know how they're going to be playing. Um, but regardless, I'm going to. Oh, it looks like some. Oh, they might be following me. Oh, they are following me. Okay, interesting. So the way to stretch this out is go as flat as you can and look down so that you can aim where you're parachuting instead of being completely blind like this and hoping and looking at your minimap. Okay. Now, some people cross from one house to the other, but I find that wastes time. So if your team is actually not kind of dumb, they will split up and actually go on the other side of the street and loot their own things. Ugh, that gun, I don't like it. Right? So for example, 4 is going in the wrong place. And it's kind of dumb, so I'm just going to skip a house or two. Okay, 4's figured it out. And it's the most efficient way to actually loot this place. You want to go get a house, loot it up. Let's get this. Another sniper, but I don't like that. And usually 3-bullet gun, 3 at a time is not the best for like battle royale and those types of games. So, but it all depends on preference. Like everything ever is always depending on preference. But sometimes guidance does help. So this is kind of a video of like my guidance to you, kind of if you want to play the way I play. Which I don't really know how to describe the way I play. I just kind of go. So blue stock, 0.45. Okay, cool. Nice flex. You got a drone. Big whoop-de-doo. 3 times. 9mm ammo and 460. House has already been looted, so I'm not going to waste my time. Oh. Steal some of this stuff. Thank you. One thing you want to try to do is stay relatively close to your team, as well as being a distance apart. And why that makes sense is you don't want to be clustered up with your team, because that is going to end up putting more of your team at danger. But if you are somewhat spaced out like we are currently, like number 1's over there. If he starts fighting somebody, I can go over there and help him. But at the same time, I won't necessarily get pegged off and blown up. You know what I'm saying? So, picking up some stuff here. I need to look for more adrenaline. Shotgun's lovely. I have a lot of 7.62 and I'm kind of looking for my ASM-10. that I would normally get. That's not it. Another sniper. An AK-116 I will actually take over this 9mm. Slightly bigger bullets, slightly more damage, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why I picked that up. I shouldn't be picking up useless things like that. Level 3 vest. Perfect. And we finally get our ASM-10. So this is exactly what we wanted. Another thing to do is actually mark this stuff. So I hear those footsteps. So I'm going to bait them out. Boom. He had no idea where I was, and because of that, I was able to get the jump on him. Even though I was in a bad spot because I was a bit too close for that gun, but regardless. One thing that is useful... Oh, jeez. That guy scared me. He's on my team and he still scared me. I like going for these. It upgrades your perks and it makes it a little bit... like, gives you a little bit more of an advantage. So... but regardless, it's not mandatory and you can win without doing that, so... it's whatever you want. Oh, Nova Gas is very good. Doesn't look like there's anything here, but it's always good to check. You never know if you're going to find an adrenaline or something. I'm going to use this perk just to kind of get out of the way, because they do load a lot faster than, like when you upgrade it, they load up faster. So that's a bonus, and also, like, for the daily missions, sometimes you have to, like, use the perk a certain amount of times. So it's fun to kind of get that out of the way. Adrenaline, perfect, exactly what I was saying. Now this drop, I don't know where it's going to drop, but I feel like it's... oh, it's already dropped. Oh, the drop, like, we can legitimately just go pick that up and no one needs to care. I'm going to reload because, I don't know, I thought I reloaded, but apparently I didn't. I'm going to switch the adrenaline to there. Hop in this. I'm going to go back and get this. I thought I was going to flip off of that, but apparently not. Okay. And perfect, exactly what I wanted. An Arctic 50. So now let's go collect that. Okay. Upgraded to 30 bullets in the mag. This is perfect. And now I also have my vehicle, and the zone is going to be perfect for me. So what you want to do is, like, I know there's going to be nobody behind me. So I can safely, like, push up to where Circus is. And it's all about kind of reading the zone. So for me, I don't really care too much. Like, I'm already, like, 47, right? So there's a helicopter somewhere. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now they are going to be a big risk for me. So what I want to do is actually get up high. Oh no, I'm gonna die, 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 gonna die, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die. Gonna die, 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 and retreating back to safety. That is one plan that you need to have at all times, is how to retreat to safety if you very much need to. Boom. Roadblock created. Switch back to the AR. And now what you've done is you've basically created yourself your own, like, distance shield. Nope, I don't want adrenaline, I want another bandage. So what I love about this one is I can sense, like, it detects the heat signals. So as long as I don't detect the heat signals, I know that I'm in a decent spot. Oh, somebody's close, somebody's close. Hear the sounds, and you move away. Move away, move away. Make them come to you. Alright, so that's exactly what you're supposed to be. Alright. So I heard him slightly walking, and I knew he was going to be somewhere behind me, but I wasn't quite sure where. So I just didn't expect him to actually jump up that fast from behind. I'm going to reload and get back to our position. Now number 1 is also here, which means I can kind of get some backup. Now what's sad about that is, oh, actually we have to go. You know what? I have a great idea. Number 1, come with. That island is just going to be enough into zone that I can actually do something with it. You know what? There might actually be stuff in here. Okay, cool. So there's actually no way of going in there. And so that means we're going to have to kind of go around and risk a lot. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. Okay. Here's some land. Scan the island for people first. Make sure there are no threats. I'm going to try to go out through here and around the back. Kind of up the hill. It's a big risk, but I mean, I'm in the top 10 already. So this like for being a solo, this is a decent position to be in. Dang it. Messed up my shot. Okay. Now I am relatively the highest spot. He's scanning for me, which I do not like. See? I didn't quite do what I wanted to do, but at least I knocked one over. So I came in third. I mean, I almost came in first, so like that's close enough. But that's basically how you're supposed to figure out the game. You're supposed to like gauge other people's strategies, and from that you can get your own strategies and basically play. You can either play reactive or aggressive. Now, if you're playing solo, it's better to play reactive, with a slight like twist every once in a while to kind of throw everyone else off. If you are playing as a team and, yeah, and you know how to play aggressive, then that's a different story. But that is my video on how to essentially get into the top 10 or 20 of Battle Royale and how to rank up a little bit. It's been your boy, Mr. Madman, and peace.